Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
It is a very warm and sultry afternoon in West Tennessee. We've survived a couple of rain showers, but the clouds have separated and the sun is burning bright as it rests in the west. Hi, hello, my name is Stan Gerard, and welcome to coverage of TCA Middle School football. It's a night of firsts tonight. First, we're happy because, well, we're playing football, and that's always a good thing. It's a first because we're on a minimum of 5 different platforms broadcasting this ball game between TCA and Trenton Rosenwald tonight. And number 3, after a year of trying, I finally coaxed Diamond Dave McCulley to come out and sit in with me on a middle school football game. Good, very warm afternoon, Diamond Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Stan. It's my pleasure to be with you tonight, and certainly a lot of fondness for this game. Of course, we've been the voice of the varsity side of it with TCA for about 15 years now, and for about 18 years I was the voice of not only Trenton Peabody, but Gibson County and Bradford up in Gibson County for those years. So it's really fun tonight, and also an added extra for me tonight. Mickey Marley, a longtime friend of mine, former coach at USJ, is the head coach of the Bears, and I'm really happy to see him. Talk to him earlier today. He was lamenting doing a little coach talk with me that his team wasn't very good. I said, "What's your record, Coach?" He said, 1 and whatever. So I let it go with that.
I think he's full of Lou Holtz tonight.
Yeah, right now it's 79 degrees, by the way, and sunny conditions to our west. But behind us, you missed it, Stan. You were in the press box. I had some photo ops. We had a double rainbow behind us about 30 minutes ago. Yeah.
Well, the important thing is, did you find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow?
I was looking I was looking for both of them. I figured one would be big and one would little, and I never found either one of them.
Just our luck.
But it's good to be with you tonight. I'm enjoying the invite and look forward to working with you tonight. First time I've done color in a long, long time. Matter of fact, I think only probably about 3 or 4 times my entire career, but I'm looking forward to it tonight. I'm going to sit back and relax a little bit and let you do all the work like you let me do it during the varsity game.
Now you did color for me one time before. You and I did a jamboree together.
I remember that.
And I got to do a segment of that.
It was actually our second time to do a
middle school game together.
And you brought that to my attention. I had some memories of that, but I can't even remember now what year it was. But I remember that. Yeah.
Well, all we know is the salesman for that night, Tom Mapes. He's still older than Methuselah. But tonight the TCA Lions entertain the Bears of Trenton Rosenwald. Diamond, this is a Trenton ball club. This is a Mickey Marley ball club that has produced champions after champions after champions. 3 state champions in a row. They've got the inside track to their 4th state championship this year, and it starts with the middle school program and legendary coach Mickey Marley.
Oh, that's a great point. And Shane Jacobs is such an outstanding coach. He has really done a super job up there. I mean, it doesn't have to be us to brag on him because he's of course, first thing, he outpunted his coverage, marrying Meredith Richardson Jacobs now. She played ball over at Bradford, then at Union. But great player, great person, and a great family. But he has done, I think the job he has done there with the varsity Peabody Golden Tide is unparalleled, and one of those great runs is like a Duke basketball, a Kentucky basketball, or a Yankee dynasty. I mean, he's done it, and they're the odds-on favorite to do it again. And you're right. I think a lot of it, or some of it, goes back to Mickey Marley just pushing people up the ladder and that they get to the varsity level, and they don't have to be taught some of the things that maybe some other kids that's played middle school ball have to be taught when they get to that level.
And on the TCA side of things, Diamond, you look at the TCA varsity team is struggling this year, obviously, but there's a lot of optimism in TCA land when you look at this middle school ball club coming to this ball game with a record of 4-1. You look at the elementary team, which we'll have a ball game with them tomorrow night on my platform, undefeated and just gave up their first points of the season last week. So there is a lot of optimism here in TCA land. And Diamond, there's several players tonight I think you're going to really enjoy seeing, and it all starts with number 27, Lakai Thompson.
Yeah, you told me about him earlier.
Tompkins.
You told me he's the real deal and that he can do just about anything and everything. I'm looking forward to seeing him. My first chance to see them, so I'm excited about that. You're busy this week. Thursday, tomorrow you have a game, and I think you have a game Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday,
and then Friday, of course, we're down at Tipton Rosemark, and we look forward to the varsity maybe getting that first win of the year. Let's remind folks very quickly, Stan, you're doing the play-by-play. I'm going to do color tonight. Executive producer is one Paul Schulte, one of the great talents, I think, in West Tennessee. I'm not saying that because he's our boss, but he is, and he handles the things with Jay Cashin on the varsity side. The director tonight is much better looking than anyone in this booth, Summer Sturgis. The replay will be done by Christopher Reasons. On the main camera is Billy Bolin, and sidelight camera Eli Gerard, and they both reminded me.
No relation.
No relation. He spells a little bit different. Thank goodness for him. But Billy Bolin and Eli Gerard, they both told me that I call games that their dad played at Peabody.
Well, you've probably called games maybe their grandparents have played games. It's getting close. Not quite.
You sort of have to
Not
search.
quite.
You'd have to search for West Tennessee, somebody I would call a parent or someone of, no doubt. But I'm excited about it and looking forward to seeing the Lions tonight. You saw Blake Butler in our screen a moment ago. Sir Blakester, I know he's happy about that Memphis win. Despite the controversy of it, he's happy that win over Mississippi State.
Big win for Mississippi. Like you said, very controversial. We got about 6 minutes before the start of tonight's ball game. We're going to take a 2-minute break here. When we come back, more of the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on the TCA Broadcast Network. Back in 2.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
And welcome back to the Lions Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy alongside Diamond Dave McCulley. My name's Stan Gerard. We come to you from 10 Windy City Road in beautiful downtown Windy City, Tennessee. Of course, Jackson, Tennessee, just a suburb of Windy City. Tonight, it's the TCA Line Middle School Ball Club hosting the Bears from Trenton Rosenwald. Diamond TCA come to this ball game. They are 4-1 on the campaign. Started out the year with a nice 32-28 win over Evangelical Christian. Had a tough outing in their second ball game against Jackson Christian, lost 48-6. But since then, Diamond, the TCA Lions have been on a roll. They beat Fayette Academy 48-6, beat West Bemis 44-8, And just last week, they defeated Humboldt by a score of 28-14. Humboldt, up to that time, was undefeated during the season, and a very, very good football team. And, oh, by the way, that Humboldt ball club is also one of the teams that handed a loss to this Rosenwald ball club.
Yeah, you feel like, Stan, and I've not seen Humboldt this year, varsity or middle school, but you feel like they're sort of on an upside right now, don't you? They're getting better, aren't they?
Well, their middle school program, very good. Last year, the game between TCA and Humboldt was an 8-0 defensive affair. Last week's ball game up at Barker Memorial was more of an up and down the field type of offensive ball game. But a lot of good things for the Vikings of Humboldt to build on. And you're going to see tonight a lot of good things for the TCA Lions to build on as we look towards the future. And, with the sun the way it is, the future is bright, so we're going to have to put on our shades.
Yeah, I'm having to shield with my hand the window here. The captains, by the way, Stan, Max Richardson, 8th grader, Jack Taylor, an 8th grader, and Connor Kay, an 8th grader. So they represent the purple-clad and black breeches, I'd like to say, of the Lions.
And by the way, that is Mad Max Richardson. Mad Max Richardson.
All right.
I've got nicknames for the middle. I've even got nicknames for some of the elementary kids.
I would be shocked if you didn't.
I tell you, we're going to be doing something different tonight. We've got a main camera and we've got 2 field level cameras. We're going to do something different that we've never had the opportunity to do before, and that is bring you the dreaded coin toss right here from midfield when that goes off in just a couple of minutes.
I think, to be quite frank and honest with the people out there watching and listening, we'll probably watch the monitor for the first few minutes to do play-by-play. You will, and I'll do the color, of course, because we can see it a lot better than we can shielding this glare from the sun.
And, we've got the reverse angle camera for this ball game as well tonight. As you said, about 79, 80 degrees here right before kickoff. The sun will be going down, and we'll be below the cloud line in just a matter of minutes. And looking forward to a great middle school football game tonight. We'll remind folks that tomorrow the elementary team will challenge Alamo, and then this middle school team on Thursday will be right back here in action as they will take on Three Oaks. And then, of course, Friday, you and I will make that trip down Interstate 40 and some other side roads where TCA will take on Tipton Rosemark.
Summer Sturgis, our director, just told me that when we do the coin toss, they're going to take it back. We'll stop our audio at that point in time.
We'll
take
do
over at that time. Doing a great job. That trip to Rosemark, looking forward to the game, but that trip down there is sort of tough and even tougher coming home when you get home so late. Here's Stan Gerard with what's happening here at midfield, and then we'll let the fine folks, some of them, take it over.
Well, they're getting the officials and the team captains getting ready to come down to meet together at midcourt. And why don't we go right down to the field right now so you can get a look at the coin toss and the captains meeting.
Great football. I understand this is y'all's last game. Is this y'all's last game? No. You got one more? How many? 2 more. All right, so season goes by quick in football, doesn't it? It flies by. You guys are the captains. If we have any trouble, y'all take care of it, please. Let's not have the mouthing. Let's just play a good game and knock somebody down, pick them back up, help them up. I don't care if it's on your team, other team, pat them on the rear end, let's rock and roll. Okay, let's have a good time. Compete, but have a good time. Okay? I don't have a coin, so I'm sorry. This is heads, and this is tails. Who's calling it over here for me? All right, so this is heads. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to let it land. So you call it. This is heads. Flip it. It is tails. Okay? So do you want the ball? Yes, sir. Let me make sure that's what your coach told you. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. You want the ball. You're going to kick off from the scoreboard. So y'all go over on that side. Face the man. Y'all come over here, face the scoreboard. All right, guys, shake hands. Good luck.
Well, Diamond, it looks like Trenton has won the coin toss, and they have elected to receive. Peabody will be defending the north goal, and TCA will be defending the south goal as we start this contest.
Those captains, by the way, for Trenton Rosenwald was Philip Elliott, Kobe Scott, Jaden Jennings, and Chandler Milam. Those were the captains for the Bears.
And we'll remind everybody that this broadcast, a production of Trinity Christian Academy Broadcasting Association with Worthy Road Studios. And we're going to go back to the studio for a timeout. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network. Back in 2.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Man, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
And welcome back to the Lions Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy alongside Dave McCulley. My name's Stan Gerard. We're just about set for middle school football right here on the TCA Broadcast Network. Sun is mercifully just about down. Trenton Peabody, well, I should say Trenton Rosenwald. We may just have to settle on Trenton to make it easier for me. Trenton has won the toss. They have elected to receive. TCA will be defending the south goal. Kicking off for TCA is going to be number 27, Lakai Tompkins. Dave, this kickoff is not going to be pretty. But one thing I can guarantee you, he's got his fair share of touchbacks on the season.
How about that? All right. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
8-minute quarters, of course, at the middle school level. And we get you ready for the kickoff by Tompkins. And here's the voice of the middle school Lions, Stan Gerard. Stan?
Thank you very much, Diamond Dave. Time of possession going to be very important in this game with shorter quarters. You got to manage the clock, and we are underway. Tompkins, a high, booming kick, bounces about the 17-yard line. Peabody receiver picks it up, drives up, and is gang tackled, and it is going to be Peabody taking over, Trenton taking over at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, we'll see what the Bears have offensively. They struggle at times this year, according to Mickey. And I'm not so sure I buy into Mickey's all his lamentations today about how this team had struggled.
Just think Lou Holtz.
I learned a long time ago not to pay much attention to coaches except after you've watched the team yourself for a while. Yeah. Jay Cashin just came up.
TCA is going to be a 4-man front. Trenton coming to the line. They'll have a very short shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield, slot to the bottom of your screen. Snap. They're going to give it to the tailback. He's going left side, breaks one tackle, stiff arms one, but gang tackle by a host of Lions. He's taken down at the 23-yard line.
Good gang tackling, you said, but Gabriel Lee's the guy that shot through there. Didn't make the tackle, but he impeded his progress. You'll see it here on the replay. Watch Lee strike right in there, put that helmet in there against them. He gets pushed off pretty handily, but then it allowed his teammates to get there to make the tackle.
And great extension of the defense, extending that play out. Here we go, 2nd and about 13.
Man, that's a big offensive line for the Bears.
Yeah, Trenton, a big ball club. Don't let their record flee. This is a big ball club. Tailback's going to take it. He's going right, off tackle, taken down, and right at about the 27-yard line. Looked like Owen Atwood on the tackle for TCA. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 11. For Trenton.
Guy that made that play, Owen Atwood. That was, by the way, the replay Being brought to you by Mitchell's Body Shop, an institution here in West Tennessee and in Jackson.
If you get your car hit by a deer, there's only one place to go.
Mitchell's Body Shop.
Mitchell's Body Shop.
The late Bob Mitchell and the gang, they were one of my first Lambeth advertisers way back in the 80s, Stan.
Philip Elliott, the quarterback for Trenton. Passing situation. They're going to give the tailback right up the middle. He bounces off of one man, going to get some yards, but he's going to be gang tackled once again. Just gets past the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of 4 on the play for Jennings. And we will probably see Trenton being forced to punt here.
Watch this Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Watch, the ball pops loose, and it goes right back in his hands.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good.
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
Tell you what, that running back is Jaden Jennings, and he is a bruiser of a great size for the young man from Trenton.
Certainly the case. Well, the line defense does their job, Stan.
And we're going to have the great invisible punt. They'll move the ball down about 30, 35 yards, and TCA will take over 1st and 10 on their own 36. Outstanding field position to start their first drive of the night.
Stan, so many times you and I have covered football all of our lives, basically, our adult lives anyway, and so many times you see injuries happen on punt and kickoff returns, and I think this is a smart thing that the middle school folks do.
Most middle school teams are doing it. There's a couple that have a kicker that want to play, that want to play all out. But most of them are doing it this way. Reed Basham, number 2, is going to be the quarterback for TCA. It's going to be hammering Hank Miller, the running back. Lakai Tompkins, he will go wide to the top of the screen. He'll be out there with Campbell Soup Vales at the top of the screen.
Decent field position at the 36.
Double slot formation. You'll see TCA in that all night long. High snap. Miller's going to go right. Good defense by Peabody, and taken down for a 6-yard loss is Hank Miller on the play.
Big play by Bo Elliott. Bo Elliott, the linebacker, shot through there. Just a 7th grader made a great stop. You see the Mitchell's Body Shop replay here, and I mean a great tackle.
Did a good job, came across the line of scrimmage, turned the play in. The pitch man, or he handled the pitch man and went right at him. Excellent open field tackle. That's going to bring up 2nd down. That's going to be about 16 for the Lions.
Great defensive play. Now the Lions need to answer with a nice offensive. You don't have to get it all here. Just get it manageable.
Atwood's going to be at the bottom of the screen. Basham back to pass, looking long, looking down the middle. Got a man wide open and overthrown at the 40. That ball intended for the G-man, Gabriel Lee.
Yeah, he was wide open, just overshot him about 5 yards. I think you'll see him go back to that again. Here's that Mitchell's Body Shop replay, and you see him. Great arm there. Nice spiral, and just Lee couldn't catch up with it, just overthrown.
We've seen some high school quarterbacks that don't throw that good ball.
Absolutely.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 16 for TCA. Diamond, this is the TCA team that against West Bemis a couple of weeks ago down at Southside High School converted a 4th and 28 for a score.
Well, they need a big conversion here, 3rd and 16 at the 30.
You got Lakai Tompkins in the left slot. Would not be surprised we don't see a little jet sweep. Basham back to pass, snap throw, caught and dropped.
Yeah, I think he heard footsteps. Just dropped that time. Like to have that one back. I'll tell you this, you'll watch the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. It appears that they have great coverage even if he catches the ball. Watch this. They've got 2 men right there.
Yeah, on the defense.
Tompkins came back trying to give him a block, but he just dropped it.
That was Kobe Scott for Peabody for Trenton on the defense. I'm going to have to. It's a good thing we don't have a tip jar. I'm not putting $1 in it every time I say Peabody tonight. Otherwise, I'd be a very broke man.
I think most people understand.
So after the imaginary punt, it will be Trenton Rosenwald, the Bears, with their 2nd possession of the ball game. And Diamond, they're going to have excellent field position. Trading field position. They're going to have the ball at the 40.
Good field position. My son, Jeremy, checking in from Nashville. He's watching. He's a Trenton Rosenwald alumnus, along with, hey there, Jay Cashin, along with my daughter, Laura.
Is he out the driving range this afternoon?
Jay's, he's got it made. He makes the big bucks and back here just watching us work.
Here's Trenton. Rolls back to passes Elliott. Fires right. Caught! And that's going to be a 1st down for Rosenwald, 13 yards on the pickup. And that ball was caught by number 23.
Didn't have a lot on this pass.
And that's going to be Jennings.
But just enough to get it there to him. And Jennings did a great job coming back to help his quarterback out.
This is a Trenton Ball Club. Diamond may only have one win in the season, but look at the size of this ball club. Good size front line, good size backs. You wonder why they're only one win in the season. This is a team that appears much better than the record.
Well, again, that's what Mickey told me. I'm not sure I buy into that. I love Mickey, but I think he may have been fooling me a little bit.
Hand off to the tailback.
Big hole.
Yep, and it's going to be closed, and it's going to be a pickup of about 4 on the play.
There's your man Tompkins who made the stop. He's
Tompkins,
a good-looking athlete. Here's the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Good head of steam by the running back, and you see Tompkins come in there and wrap him up right there at the 45.
And it's going to be second down and a long 6 on the play for Trent Peabody. Actually a long 5, short 6.
See on the screen there, Frankie Hodges, longtime teacher and coach, assistant coach, longtime face here at Peabody.
TCA showing a blitz. Ball goes to the tailback, and he's not going anywhere. Breaks a tackle and gets a first down.
Well, that's Luton, and you'll see the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Luton is a name up there that's synonymous with success in every sport. Not sure who his dad or uncles are up there right now, but and you see him, Stan.
Yeah.
Just poor tackling. We had him wrapped up.
And the ball came loose.
Owen Atwood finally wrapped him up there.
And it is a first down for Rosenwald, the Bears, with their second first down, or first first down of the afternoon, early
Dexter
evening.
Williams in the house with us, and that's what he still makes big bucks. So
there is not.
Good to see you.
There is not an athletic director that works harder than Dexter Williams.
Well, Dexter too, and I was talking about Jay back here. Oh,
tailback up the middle, bruising, pushing, and he's going to pick up 9, and about 7 of that was all on his own as he drugged the TCA Lions defense with him.
Now, Stan, the first series, they couldn't establish a running game, but they have it going here now, and you see that offensive line make a hole there on the right side, just right off the guard and tackle there, and then he carries it.
3 carries, 9 net yards from Mr. Jennings on the night. Second and a short 2, ball at the 29-yard line.
We approach the 3-minute mark of this first stanza, scoreless here.
TCA threatening a blitz. They draw up the middle, and it's going to be another first down to the 20-yard line.
Quick popper that time. Excuse me, Stan. That's Luton again, Jacoby Luton.
Pickup of a 7 on that play, and the second first down for the Bears.
Mitchell's Body Shop replay. You see him there, just nothing you could do, and Tompkins had to come in and save the day, or he may have scored.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, 2:38 to go here in our first quarter of action. Peabody, on their second possession, is driving crisply down the field. Tailback's going to go right. He's got room. He's got first down and more. 5, and taking out of bounds at about the 3-yard line.
Tompkins again pushes him out of bounds and saves the day, but just too much running room there. Getting around the right corner, you'll see it here. There it is on the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. And Stan, no one touched him until he gets inside almost the 10-yard line.
Pickup of about 17. Ball's going to be first and goal at about the 4-yard line. Here come the Bears. Slot formation to the left. You can bet they're probably going off tackle to the tailback. Fumble on the play, and I believe
Ball's back on it.
The Bears have recovered.
Yeah, the running back fell back on it. Right there, Johnny, on the spot was Harris Smith, just in case he didn't. But you'll see the replay here as he bobbles it. I don't think he really ever had control of it, dropped it, and then was lucky to fall back on it.
TCA very fortunate in that situation because it looked like the right side of their line had a hole opened up.
That would have been the 4th play in a row. They'd gone to the same hole on that offensive line.
Second and goal, $1:52 to go in our opening quarter play. No score between Trenton and TCA. The Bears, however, are threatening.
In that eye again.
And we've got illegal procedure. Jumping off sides is going to be Trenton, and they're going to push that ball back 5 yards.
Mickey Marley, you can't see him on camera here, but he is not a happy trooper right now.
That is the type of penalty that Mickey just drives Coach Marley.
Although he's squawking at the sideline official over there, I'm not sure why he's talking to him, but it was apparent that they jumped. You know, Mickey's teams, no matter at the varsity or middle school level, like Dexter's ball clubs through the years, so well coached. That was a good shot of the ageless one of my favorites of all time.
He's grown that goatee.
His grandson Jordan having a birthday today, by the way.
Here we go. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 10 or the 11. Tailback right side. TCA misses one tackle. He gets yards, breaks the 3 more tackles, gets down to the goal line for a touchdown.
Yeah, he's in there. Broke 3 tackles, Stan. Just love our kids to death. Love TCA's kids to death. But you'll see it on Mitchell's Body Shop. Let's count them. There is 1, 2, 3, at least 4 tackles. Tompkins did all he could to hold him out of there, and he's the strongest guy TCA can put out there, but even he couldn't stop him with a head of steam.
So Jennings gets the score at the buck 23 mark, and Trenton takes the early 6-0 lead in this contest.
Stan, I have it as a 60-yard drive, I believe.
That would be correct.
Going to go for 2.
Peabody or Trenton with the strong formation to their left. Fullback up the middle, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. The quick draw gives them 2.
Yeah, that was, again, that time, as you said, the fullback. That's Luton. It was Luton and the other kid doing such a great job there, and Jennings. Those two carried the lumber for much of that drive, and it's a 60-yard drive at the 123 mark. It is now 8-0, the Bears.
Let's take a 30-second timeout. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum's Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum's Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum's Steakhouse. Come taste the difference.
Well, not only is he the hardest working athletic director in West Tennessee, but he's also, if this doesn't work out, he's bucking for a job as a waiter at a high-end restaurant. He's taking our food and drink orders.
I'm going to steal Sumner. She doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to steal her. I don't know what Paul pays her, Paul Schultze, probably quite a bit. But whatever he pays her, I'm going to hire her away and take her to Bethel with me to help me produce my radio and TV broadcast up there.
It's going to be
Paul's in trouble.
It's going to be Gabriel Lee and Owen Atwood deep for the TCA Lions. Lee to the top of your screen.
Need a return, Stan. Need a good return.
Need a big return. And the line drive kickoff is going to go out of bounds, and TCA will take the ball over 1st and 10 at their own 35. Diamond, you're seeing a lot of teams just go ahead and kick the ball hard and kick it out of bounds, give up maybe 10 yards, but denying the big return.
Now, I'm sure the kicker's a great kid. I missed his number. I apologize. I'm not being demeaning at all, but that looked like one of my errant 6 irons.
Well,
hey, but look, you know what? It does pay dividends, the fact that they don't return it anyway. But now at the 40, TCA's got decent field position. And Stan don't necessarily have to score, but needs some kind of ball control and keep that offense off the field right now.
Only their second possession. We're already down to 1:23 to go in our first quarter. Again, double slot formation for TCA. Miller is the running back. Lakai Tompkins in the slot. He comes in motion, jet sweep. He's going to get to the edge, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. One man to beat, 30, and he keeps his feet. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, TCA.
60-yard gallop. Boy, he did a great job beating that one guy. I want to go back when we see the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Watch the block that made it all possible for him. Here's the block. A couple of blocks there, just enough interference to spring him, and then he did a remarkable job not going out of bounds. I mean, look at that. He never stepped out, and he was tight roping it all the way down.
Well, and you've got Lakai Tompkins doing a little two-step down the field. He's going to teach Dexter Williams a thing or two, who's in that dancing competition downtown here in a few weeks.
Yes, 8-6. Well, that's a way to answer.
Yeah.
It's 8-6 after, and that only took, Stan, let's see, 1:08. That only took 15 seconds.
That is the way you respond, and that's one thing Dave can demoralize a team, a big run like that. Of course, TCA going for 2. Miller in the backfield. He's going to take it. Blitzing his Peabody. Breaks 1 tackle. Tries to break 2. Gets to the edge. And in for the 2-point conversion. Hammering Hank Miller. And TCA has tied this game at 8.
Yeah, that's a nice run. Obviously, it's explosive run. Here's the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. You'll see Tompkins and some of the others just pin people. And, well, actually, it was actually 14 there that made a nice play. Grant Richards did just enough and ran some interference for him. Let's take a quick break, Stan.
Yep. Quick 30-second timeout. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
One of our great friends watching this game in Omaha, Nebraska, Scotty the Body, Scott Davis checking in.
He's all over the country, isn't he? He never
was in
stops.
Albuquerque last week watching us.
If I had $1 for every mile he puts on each week, I could retire.
Yeah, he normally wins the Man Mile Award for those watching the game, but he lost out to somebody from Alaska. Here's the kick. Long, booming kick down to about the 10-yard line. Peabody takes it, reverse their field. They're coming straight up the gut, north-south, and gang tackled, going to be at about the 27-yard line by a Pride of Lions.
The Pride was there, and it took one guy just jumping on the pack. That's Luton bringing it back. He circles back all the way to the 10-yard line.
Luton, a very good-sized young man here.
Now watch the end of the play. Here's what I was chuckling a little bit about. Now watch. It's a scrub.
He's lifting off the ground.
It's a scrub. Now watch. It's a scrub. Hang on. It's about to come. Hang on. Now watch 57 come in. And just that's Tanner Webb says, hey, enough of this. He needs to go down, guys.
Oh. Lakai Tompkins tried to lift him up and bear hug him down. That didn't work.
But Webb was the guy who's like the last piece of the puzzle there.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Peabody. Ball at the 29-yard line. Fullback quick trap up the middle. Going to pick up about 3 on the play, Diamond.
That's Kobe Scott.
Colby Scott with a 3-yard pickup.
Kobe is a grandson of the Scotts, my former across-the-street neighbors in Trenton.
You saw the handoff there, Diamond. You see a lot of teams now, instead of calling out a cadence, they're just clapping instead of calling out a hut 1, hut 2, hut 3.
Hank Miller first got to get a hand on him. Then he was finished off by a couple of other lines.
Hammering Hank Miller.
2nd and 5.
Baseball player as well.
Big play.
2nd and 5, a short 5. Tailback, left side. Going to drag some defenders. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and about 2, Dave McCulley.
They like what they're seeing on that right side of the line, and until TCA proves that they can stop it, here's that Mitchell's body shot replay again. They're just going to keep going back to the well until TCA stops it. Nice tackle there, really, by Grant Richards, who wrapped him up at the end. Now a flag on the play, by the way.
Well, and that's going to take that run right off there. It's a 5-yarder against Trenton. Ball going to be back at the 29-yard line. And we'll replay 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
This will be the last play, barring a penalty, be the last play of the first quarter. We're tied at 8. And Mickey's going to let it run out so he can talk about it.
Our score at the end of the first quarter play, it's TCA 8, Trenton Rosenwald 8. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network. Back after this 1-minute timeout.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
You just saw that commercial for West Tennessee Bank. Of course, the president of West Tennessee Bank, one Kurt Gehring, a legendary athlete in his own right back in the day.
Union played out in California, then at LSU. By the way, a big hello. I know we have a lot of TCA folks that always watch you, Stan, and tonight on Worthy Roads. I want to say a shout-out to Barbara McCall up in Trenton. She just mentioned that she's watching. Barbara was a long-time and loyal listener to my talk show I did up there for years, and a big Peabody supporter, and appreciate her joining us tonight and watching this one from the Peabody spectrum of it.
Danette Pitts checking in from Florida, cheering for her grandson, Lakai Tompkins.
I was a little surprised today when I got here, and I got here a little later than you, obviously, and Paul and all the gang, but I was looking for your autograph booth that you've been telling me about when you signed your 8x10 glossies.
I ran out early tonight. Here's we get ready to start the second quarter, 2nd and 10. TCA showing a blitz. Tailback right to the open hole. He's going to pick up a good chunk of real estate, about 6 on the play before being gang tackled by a pride of Lions.
Well, Grant Richards is a really nice defensive player, but he just went right over Grant that time, and it took 2 or 3. And Grant did slow him down, but watch this. Had him sort of sideways, and then it took Tompkins and others to finally took about 4 guys to stop him.
Jennings leading rushers so far for Trenton in this ball game. 7:30 to go.
Big play, Stan. 3rd and short.
Yeah, first half of play. Tied ball game at 8. 3rd and 3. Strong formation to the Trenton left. TCA blitzes. Draw up the middle. TCA's defense holds. And I don't think he got it, Diamond Dave.
He did not. He came up about a yard short, I think. Well, Mickey tried to sort of pull one there. Instead of going to his deep back, he went with the up back. You'll see it here on the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Watch him. And the Lions stayed at home and got him right there. Just pushed it right in the middle, and it's going to be 4th and about a yard. I think they're going to go for it.
Nice job by the linebacking core filling in there, because the offensive line for Peabody so far in this ballgame, Dave, doing a lot of damage, 644 and counting.
Well, with Luton and Jennings back there, I'm not surprised. He's going to the eye. I would think that now he's going to split them apart a little bit. And the quarterback, Elliott, talking to him a little bit. Let's see what they
Threaten
call.
the blitz, go tailback.
Gang
tackle,
they got him stopped.
TCA defense stands tall.
Sure did. Instead of going to the right, where they run the ball just about all night long, behind their right offensive line, you'll see it here. They tried to go back to the left a little bit, and it just took too long to develop. And there is Tompkins, and also wrapping him up. Nice play by Nate Pagagua.
That's a name that's got some historical value here at
Absolutely,
TCA.
both on the women's basketball, girls basketball, and football.
You remember when you first saw Pags dunking the ball in a JV game?
He may have
that
been.
That was at the Oman Arena, by the way. Well,
Thank you, Dexter. And I'll tell you the thing about Pagagua. He may be, from the time I first saw him to when he finished here at TCA, the most improved player I ever saw.
Absolutely. Was on the basketball team, not as a player, but as a manager, one of the lead managers for the Tigers of Memphis.
Yeah.
Big Surge. Pagagua. We've got a timeout on the field with 6:22 to go in our first half of play. We're all tied at 8. A 30-second timeout right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That timeout brought to you by Wes the Booga Harris and the fine folks at State Farm. Wes Harris, my personal home and auto insurance agent. Got the double package.
Thanks to Mandy Jane Elliott. Mandy, we miss you and your family as well. And Barbara responding again. Thanks so much for your nice comments.
Here's TCA going to go with the jet sweep. Gabriel Lee trying to get to the edge. Nice blocking. TCA 30. Gabriel Lee down to the 27-yard line. And that's going to be a pickup of about 11 on the play for the G-man, Gabriel Lee.
Watch the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Now watch what he does here. Switches the ball over to his left arm, where if he gets hit, he won't fumble. Waits patiently and then gets what he can out of it. Now, sometimes you'll see a runner cut that back to the inside. He got more room coming this way.
Well, and the one thing you say switched hands, that's something you don't see a lot of high school players doing like they should. That's good fundamental football. And the Lees, it doesn't matter whether it's football, soccer, basketball. What you're going to get with the Lee family is fundamentals.
I was watching my beloved Kentucky Wildcats, and Rodriguez is one of the great runners in the country, and he failed to switch the other day, and it cost him a fumble near the goal line.
Double slot formation. Lakai Tompkins to the bottom of the screen there. TCA going to go with the air, Basham fires across the middle. Man open, caught! Down to the 12, 13-yard line is TCA. Great catch over the middle.
That's Gabriel Lee, I believe, that picked that off. Got it.
It is the G-man.
Nice throw here, too. I mean, a really nice throw. Watch this throw. And almost coughed it up, but held on, fortunately. And a nice tackle there at the end by the Bears, saving the touchdown. Well, after trailing 8-0, the Lions have answered, and they're knocking on the door again. And the Bears defense called upon here.
I really like how we were able to make that throw in the heavy traffic across the middle, too.
Yeah,
that takes some guts.
In middle school, you don't see that quite as much as you do at the varsity level.
Usually out in the flats area, but that's right across the middle.
Safe pass.
Bashing with a strong arm. 1st and 10. TCA Miller going to be taken down for a loss at about the 21-yard line. Great penetration by Peabody.
Yeah, a little bit of a delay there that time. And we've got a player down. Here's the Mitchell's Body Shop, and you'll see the Bear defense just outstanding. Great play there. I'm telling you, this Jennings kid can play both offensively and defensively. Nice stop, and it pushes them back to the 22-yard line.
Well, some people say that might not be a bad thing. You look at that pass route that TCA runs, does give the receivers a little more time to run those routes.
And Stan, you sort of get the feel this big Bear line defensively, they're going to be tough to run on. You got to pass it to loosen them up a little bit, wouldn't you think?
And TCA is going to try and get to the edges. And like you do against any team that's got a lot of beef in the middle, you try and tire them out.
Owen Atwood's far side right out there by himself.
Draw right up the middle, and good job by Peabody. It's going nowhere. Rosenwald, I should say.
Miller that time.
Tackle on the play by number 78. That's Robert Hernandez, an 8th grader.
And Chandler Milam there as well. There's another name that is synonymous with football history at Trenton Peabody at the varsity level.
Under 4.5 minutes to go in our first half. We're tied at 8.
Good game so far.
Yeah, great ball game. Ball at the 25-yard line. TCA's got to get to about the 4 to get a first down. 3rd and long. Motion, Tompkins. He's going to go around the right side. He's gotten to the edge. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, TCA. Lakai Tompkins, 22 yards.
They sealed him that time, and Tompkins did a great job. Once he got to the corner, it was north and south. Watch him here as he turns it up. Nice little bit of interference that time by Hank Miller, just enough to get him. And a nice play there at the end of the run by Owen Atwood, not to be caught with an illegal block.
Just did enough to get in the way. And now you are. I'm personally so high on Lakai Tompkins. That's 2 runs, 82 yards, and 2 touchdowns, Dave McCulley.
How long was that run, Stan? At the 4:02 mark.
About 22 mark.
22-yard run by Tompkins at the 4:02 mark. And TCA goes for 2.
Snap. Lee fumbles the ball, and the 2-point conversion is no good with 4:02 to go in our first half of play. It's TCA 14, Trenton 8, a 30-second timeout. It's TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network. CC Jones, it took the big high dollar money to get Diamond Dave to come out, but we're sure glad, and I'm personally glad to have one of my great friends in this world alongside of this for this middle school football game. 4:02 to go in our first half of play, and TCA has taken the 14-8 lead over Rosenwald, the Bears.
Marty McComb tuned in, Scott Davis, and yet Macklemore Pitts. CC, I appreciate the nice comments. I think
is her nickname Ryder?
I think no, it's not. I think I may just stay with color the rest of my life. I mean, this is easier compared to play-by-play. This is relaxing.
Onside kick by Tompkins, well handled by Peabody, and they're going to have great field position. 1st and 10 at the 50. That was Johnny on the spot.
That's Scott.
That was nope, that was Paul Campbell.
I've got Kobe Scott as number 6. Did he recover it?
It was 5.
Was it 5? Okay, I'm sorry. Paul Campbell. But let's give Paul his due then. I apologize to the Campbell family.
Did a great job recovering that really unexpected kick. Went down. Good thing, teaching point. Up men, don't try and run with the ball. take it and drop to the ground. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bears, and they're going to have the ball in their best field position at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 with 4 minutes to go in our first half of play. Trenton's been able to move the ball up and down the field at will a lot of times, and we'll see what happens. Snap count, tailback, he's going to go left. He's got some yards, good tackle, but he's still going to pick up about 4 on the play.
It's a great team effort by Worthy Roads. We understand that the guys doing the replay STEM program of Trenton, I'm sorry? And the cameras. All right, those guys are all part of the STEM program there. That's a great program. I appreciate that.
Teaching our replacements down the line.
I'm telling you, Summer's on Johnny on the spot. Again, I don't know what Paul pays her, but he needs to double her money.
Well, wait, that could cut into our money, though.
Yeah, we better think about that then, Summer. Yeah, that's right.
2nd and 7.
All announcers are broke, believe me.
Peabody strong to the right. Roll out pass, pressure, thrown, and incomplete.
Underthrown.
Yep, TCA almost with the pick there, and that was number 22 for TCA.
Here it is. You'll see on the Mitchell's body, little movement there that they got away with. The Bears will take that, but probably a good, it's not probably, it's a good thing it was underthrown, because if it wasn't that time, Hammer and Hank was there to pick it off. Well, big play here, 3rd down, and
about 7, let's say.
7 yards. At this point where it is right now, and you wouldn't gain much even if you had to phantom punt it, you'd probably go for it. I would think the Bears would.
Receivers split left and right. Toss sweep, they're going left. Got some room. Got a 1st down.
Oh, my goodness.
Almost it's a shoestring tackle.
This kid can play. I saw a flag, and I see one now. It's on the far side of the field near the Trenton Rosenwald bench. Let's see what that's about.
You got to feel that's probably coming back.
Yeah, that's coming back. And we'll see the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. These folks do a great job. I'm telling you, all of them on these replays. Christopher Reasons.
Illegal procedure.
And our director, yep. So that
probably broke a little early.
That negates a great run that would have given Trenton Rosenwald great field position. You'll see it here. It must have been the receiver across the way, Stan, away from the ball, but he looked like he might have taken off a little too soon. And that would have been a touchdown if it had stood, and saving tackle there by one of the Lions. Very
impressed by this Jennings kid for Trenton. He's going to be a hoss.
You're impressed? I can imagine Shane Jacobs is.
He's salivating.
He's licking his chops too, buddy.
Hey, Shane, if you're watching, send us a hello on social media. We'd love to hear from you, Coach. He's probably still got him at practice, though. Oh, bobble ball, and that's going to enable the TCA defense to knock him back for a loss of 8.
Fortunate. The Bears were to hang on to that thing. I don't think he'd have gotten much anyway, but let's hear it is. Here it is. Play fake to the up back and then gives it to him, and boy, did TCA not have that beautifully covered to start with. I think even if he doesn't bobble, it's still probably a loss.
What you're probably going to see, as you saw in that, my opinion of that, a little bit too strong on the toss sweep. Just a nice, gentle toss would have been enough, but he kind of rocketed that one back there. Yep. And it's going to be Peabody with the phantom high spiraling punt, and TCA will take over on their own 28-yard line.
Doesn't Worthy Roads do a great job. I mean, I'm not saying it because they're right here in the booth next to us, but they do a wonderful job. I mean, this is a big league operation. I mean, they do the replays. You see a great shot of the lovely cheerleaders from TCA, and they know they're in the camera. You know, cheerleaders always know when they're in the camera.
They do, and much prettier than what you're hearing in the booth.
Well, speak for yourself. I did get a haircut, though.
TCA double slot formation. Miller, the running back. Lee in motion. No, it's going to be TCA. Basham looking. Broken play. He's going to be taken down at the, 20-yard line,
That's
Dave?
Luton there, and if Luton doesn't get him, big number 78, Robert Hernandez was there. You'll see it here, Stan. Looked like they might go for the misdirection. Elected to keep it. Thought he saw something maybe on the right side, almost a horse collar, but it was not. A good no call. And he's all the way back, Stan, inside where? He's inside the 20-yard line, yeah.
Yeah, I think they wish they had handed that one off, because you can see on the replay there was some real estate waiting to be bought.
Credit that D-line, and credit, of course, that time Jacoby Luton, who shot through there and made that stop.
Well, it's like I'm always talking about Diamond Dave on the varsity broadcast, penetration, and Peabody Trenton did it on that play. Double slot formation. And timeout on the field.
Delay of game.
Delay of game against TCA, and that's going to push them 5 yards back even further, Dave.
I will say this, Dan, in my first chance to look at either one of these teams this year, and you can tell at the middle school level, that's our first delay of game we've had. We've had a couple of snafus, a couple of flags here and there. But both of these teams are so well coached, aren't they? I mean, that's a hats off to TCA's coach and to Trenton Rosenwald.
And I had the opportunity to call a doubleheader grade school game last week at USJ. Very few penalties in that ball game as well. It's going to be second and long. Basham back to pass, flag. This one's going to come back. Man open, caught.
No, dropped it.
And dropped, but a late flag there.
I think what we're going to have, that's pass interference there, apparently on Trenton Rosenwald. But I think you're going to have holding or some kind of illegal motion in the backfield.
Yep.
There's Frankie Hodges there. He's probably told officials a long time what to do.
I remember one time we were doing a Lamb of the game together. You said backfield motion. I just looked at you and said, and you know that's against the rules.
Yeah. And David Wade probably struck up the music on it.
Backfield in motion.
Down to a minute 37 in this second stanza. You'll see here. I didn't see what happened there.
Miller wouldn't set.
Yep. And then you'll see.
Boy, a great pass, though.
They hit him before the ball ever got there is what they call there. So it's going to be offsetting penalties.
Look at it, though. He put that ball right on the spot in
sure
double
did.
coverage.
That's his second really well throw. He's thrown a couple of balls really well, but that's his second really excellent throw of the night.
Second, and what we say in Indiana, a country mile for the
long
Lions.
Long way to go.
Jet sweep left. Bam, hit, breaks one tackle, but couldn't a great hit on Lakai Tompkins, and Dave, he is down. That's
he's all right.
not good for TCA.
Yeah, he's down. Helmet comes off.
Yeah, he was hit hard on the play. Let's see the Mitchell's Body Shop replay.
Here it is. And, boy, I mean, that's a hit right there by big number 78, Robert Hernandez.
And I'm afraid that may have been a little accidental helmet-to-helmet contact. Wasn't anything dirty, but
Kevin Hansen, that's one of the great trainers in the business right there, folks. Kevin Hansen, he is a fine gentleman and an outstanding trainer. There's Coach.
Well, you could just see that was such a violent condition. But such a violent collision there. Who says these middle school kids do not hit hard?
I'm telling you, there's been a couple of times I wanted Kevin to come up to the booth and look at me a little bit.
Well, you've heard me grunt and groan. Well, third and long for TCA. Passing situation here for Reed Basham. Back to pass, looking, firing across the middle, and almost intercepted, deflected, and almost picked off by Trenton.
Bo Elliott's the guy that got a hand on it. I think we'll see it on the Mitchell's Body Shop replays. See if I'm correct. See the linebacker, 34, dropping. There it is. And, he got a hand on it. And it falls harmlessly, in TCA's case, to the turf. Trenton would have loved to have had that. Rosenwald would have loved to have had a shot at that. Nice defensive play, and then the penalty, of course, hurt too.
Yeah, it did not help. Well, Ray Guy on the punt for TCA. He booms one downfield. A little bit short, though, and Trenton going to take over 1st and 10 at about their own 46-yard line.
I'm aging myself here. Ray Guy punted at Southern Mississippi, but, he was a Raider. And if you notice, I finally broke down and watched the NFL game last night a little bit. The Raiders won again. We're 2-0. You notice I say now, we are 2-0. Now we're winning.
It's always when they're winning, it's we. Here we go. $1:27 to go. TCA with a player late coming on the field. They're going left up the middle, and that play was whistled dead before it ever started.
That looked like a fire drill that went wrong. We talked about how well coached both teams are, but that was sort of ugly there. I'm not sure what they're going to call here. A little bit of let's watch it here. Here's
Now, Scott Davis, that play was uglier than one of my high school prom dates.
Scott Davis.
Scotty the body.
His wife's a Purdue fan. He's an Indiana fan. Is that right?
How they don't kill each other is beyond me.
Look at Mickey. Mickey's got the little beard on. He's had that for a few years.
I've had to copy the Mick and gone with that goatee.
I ran into he and his lovely wife at Kroger the other night. Still live here in Jackson.
Oh, Scott Davis is now in Council Bluff, Iowa.
He's putting rubber down, isn't he?
Putting some distance.
Yeah.
We've got a timeout on the field. Timeout taken by TCA with $1:18 to go in the first half of play. It's TCA 14 and Rosenwald, the Bears, with a 30-second break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at TCA, $1:27 to go in our first half of action. It's been a dandy. Good offense, some solid defense. TCA with a 14-8 lead. Peabody has the ball first and 10. They're going to try and make some hay here with just under $1.50 to go in our first half of action.
Larry Vale's tuned in tonight. Melanie Wilburn. We appreciate those fine folks. I know they're regular listeners of yours, I bet.
Every game. Here we go. Different formation for Peabody on this play. Toss, sweep, left or right. Breaks one tackle. Gets to the edge. And one man to beat. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Trenton Rosenwald Bears. Mr. Jennings.
That's Luton again, wasn't it? 23?
23, that is
Jennings. Yeah, Jennings took it in. And watch what he does here, Stan. Watch the Mitchell's body shot replay. TCA's there. He just overpowers the would-be tackler, gets a great block downfield, and if he doesn't run out of gas, he's going to go, and he did not run out of gas.
Had just enough to get it into the end zone. Good hustle, though, by the young man.
Good hustle by Tanner
TCA.
Webb.
And Diamond, was there a flag on the play? Because
I think they've called it back, Stan.
This one has been taken off the board. Boy, a beautiful 49-yard run taken off the board there.
I'd like to see the replay
that
again if we could pull that up. And Christopher Reason's done a great job. We may not be able to get that, but if we get that replay one more time, it may have been a block in the back. It was a really tough angle that the blocker had about 10 yards down the field.
It happened right at about the 45 or the 46 because that was a spot foul, whatever it was, because the ball's now second down at the Trenton 49-yard line. A minute 16 to go, as you can see.
Yep. Sorry about that. We couldn't get it back. These guys are doing a great job, though. Whether they're going to do the same thing this time, he's got to go left.
He's got a big hole. He gets the edge, 20, and taken out of bounds, Diamond at about the 23-yard line.
Hammer and Hank Miller saved the touchdown. Well, they went right the first time. It was successful. And here's the Mitchell's body shot replay. Now, watch this, Stan. He just runs right. Great block there. And then he just goes outside and takes, this time with him, Harris Smith with him a little bit. He's inside the 25. And that was a tremendous block back there by Chance Coombs.
And it is going to be 1st and 10, a minute 5 to go. And Trenton with the ball deep in TCA territory, threatening to tie this game up.
There's that formation again, a little bit.
Quick shot to the fullback.
Yeah,
good defense
there
by TCA.
Great defense.
Going to hold that one up for about a 3-yard loss in the play. Good penetration by the entire right side of the TCA defensive line.
You'll see it here. Pagagua has him down low and then gets some help from upstairs. Now watch. See, Pagagua's down there around the knees. And then here coming in with a high side tackle is Richards and others. And also there on the stop was Connor Kay.
And we've got another timeout on the field with 55 seconds to go in our first half. TCA 14 and Trenton 8 back in 30 seconds. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Welcome back to the Lions Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy alongside Diamond Dave McCulley. I'm Stan Gerard. Well, it's 14-8, TCA with the lead. A big run by Peabody puts the ball in solid field position. They've got the ball at about the 28-yard line, 2nd and 13.
Taking care of some SID business there, and I apologize.
That never ends, does it?
Never ends. 28 Sports, 2 assistants, and it's still a 24/7 alert all the time.
2nd and 13. Trenton. TCA threatening the blitz. Toss. They're going right side. One man misses, cuts it back up, makes another cut, and he's off to the races. 5, touchdown, Peabody or Trenton.
2 big tackles missed there. I wouldn't say they were missed so much as he just overpowered his way in there. Well, Mickey knows what he's doing, and he's giving it to the guy that's carrying the load for him right now. There's Luton again. 1 tackle, 2 tackles. And then Tompkins does all he can to stop him inside the 5 and just can't get enough of him to stop him from going in.
Really like the way James was able to cut back there and get into the open field.
Yep, he really did a great job. Nice cut.
Well,
so that ties the game. They'll go for 2 to untie it, and Trenton Rosenwald is going to talk about it.
And we're going to talk about it too. We'll be back in 30 seconds. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
44 seconds remain in our first half of play. The Bears of Rosenwald in Trenton, Tennessee have just tied this game at 14, and they'll be going for 2, looking to take their second lead of the contest.
Not quite as beautiful as it was. There it is. And right on cue, it's almost like they knew I was going to talk about it. My goodness, is this bunch talented or not? But not as pretty as a rainbow, but look at that sunset behind the trees. You guys read minds or what?
Cannot
I was just about to talk about that.
Well,
I'm telling you, I'm taking Sumner with me to Bethel.
You've got Trenton coming up here looking to take the lead here. This will be big momentum going into the first half.
Billy Bolin, great job there, Billy. My goodness, on that camera.
Tight formation for Trenton. TCA jumps, and there's a flag. That's a dead ball penalty. They'll move it to the 1.5-yard line, Dave.
Officials have done a good job tonight.
And they're going to put that ball at the 1.5-yard line for the extra point.
I admire officials stand at every level. It's such a tough job, and they're not paid a lot of money, and the travel and that kind of thing, and get a lot of abuse from fans from time to time. There's a shortage of officials right now.
Tight formation again, tailback. He's trying to go up the middle. Denied!
Oh, my goodness, great stop.
Lakai Tompkins
got him, and then down low is Gabriel Lee, I believe.
Big denial here, and that puts some life in the TCA side of the field.
Watch this. Watch this textbook tackle. Now, I mean, from the backside, Lee gets him, and from the front side, you have Tompkins. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that.
Around the waist, shoulder in the hip, around the waist, drive him up, put him down. And the 2-point conversion is no good with 44 seconds to go. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. We've more than caught up on our commercial equipment.
Excuse me, how long was the touchdown run again?
That was a 22-yard touchdown run from Mr. Jennings.
Yep.
And, folks, don't forget, at the half, we're going to have video highlights of all the big plays from our first half, along with stats and other information for you. An interesting halftime for you right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Well, there was a 8-0 lead. Trenton Rosenwald. TCA tied it at a minute 8. That first score came at a minute 23 of the first. At a minute 8 in the first, it was TCA tying it. And then you come back with TCA taking a lead at 14-8. 2-point conversion no good after the Tompkins 22-yard run at 4:02 mark. And now with 44 seconds in the stanza, it is Jennings carrying it in from 22 yards out. Tied it at 14. 2-point conversion no good again. Here's the kick.
And kick bobbled by TCA. They're going to take up about the 25-yard line. Straight up the gut, going back left, taking down. Nice tackle by Peabody on the play. Owen Atwood on the return for the Lions.
Nice stop. You'll see the replay here. That's Julian Toby. I believe he's going to be credited with the tackle. Had a little trouble picking it up on the wet dew out there, but picks it up. No, it's actually number 3. That's going to be Zach Adams who made the stop. I apologize.
Well, TCA's got 36 seconds to go in the first half, and they've got 61 yards if they want to hit pay dirt.
Yep.
1st and 10, Lions. TCA in their traditional double slot offense. High snap. Miller gets it. He tries to get the outside, stiff arms one man. Kind of a head tackle there taken down at the 35. Going to be a loss of about 4 on the play, Dave.
Hunter Gordon made the big stop. That was a disaster in waiting to happen there that time, as that high snap almost got him in trouble.
Point out the sportsmanship there by
Yep.
Trenton's number 23, Jaden Jennings, on the play.
There's the high snap. Did a good job going up to get it. Tries to stiff arm. That doesn't work. And then lassos him down like he would a bull.
Or a bulldog.
Bulldog, yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be the last play. Well, they stopped the clock with 2 seconds, so they'll go for a desperation play of some nature.
Don't know what they have in the plan here, but we'll see some sort of kitchen sink type play. We're going to draw this one. Justin Miller probably going to draw this one up in the nice grass here and some of the dew here on the field.
Right back where we started 15 minutes and 58 seconds ago. Tied.
At 14.
Yeah, 14 now instead of 0-0.
Don't forget, at the half, we will have highlights from the first half of play, stats, and we'll get you set for second half action right after the conclusion of this first half of play.
There's a shot of the TCA, the purple and black.
I like that uniform combination.
I do too. They're easy to read.
Yep. And especially when you got this nice video screen with a good tight shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have to squint.
And Worthy Roach does such a great job. You tend to
Talk
sort
about
of watch the video.
Doing the broadcast tonight.
Of course, executive producer is Paul Schulte. Director is Summer Sturgis. The replay is Christopher Reasons. The main camera is Billy Boland tonight. And the sideline camera is Eli Gerard, spelled a little bit different than Stanley.
I'm going to tell you what I think they're going to do here. Lakai Tompkins, jet sweep. So many people deep. If he gets one-on-one, he'll beat anybody one-on-one.
Well, I'm going to try to get the ball in his hands. No, they don't do that.
Miller going around the right side. He's going to get to the edge. He's going to pick up some nice yards to the 50 and into Trenton territory. But a nice pickup of 13 by Hammer and Hank Miller. And our first half has come to an end. At the end of the first half of play, it's Trenton Rosenwald, the Bears, 14. The TCA Lions, 14. Let's take a 4-minute timeout, a 4-minute break. When we come back, we'll have highlights of the first half along with stats and other information. You're watching the halftime show on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Welcome back to the Lions Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy. My name's Stan Gerard, and we are tied at 14 at the half between the Rosenwald Bears and the TCA Lions. Well, it is Monday Night Football here on the TCA Broadcast Network, and with our halftime highlights, here is one Howard Cosell.
Thank you very much, Stan. No doubt about it. It's been a good one here tonight. Oh, enough of that. Here's the first replay. This is the Trenton Rosenwald Middle School. You'll see the run here by Jennings. And he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, breaks another tackle, and finally gets into the end zone standing up. So that was the first score. That came at the 1:23 mark of the first quarter. And Jennings then will take it in for the two-point conversion. Now, here's a nice run by TCA, and this is Tompkins. Watch him coming here to the near side. You'll see him turn the corner, puts it on, and watch him go. This is where he tight ropes the sideline and does not go out of bounds. Remarkable. That came at the 1:08 mark of the first stanza, and then Miller carried it in for the two-point conversion, made it 8-8. Then here's another good run by the Lions. And you'll see this one. This is Lee with it. Boy, what a nice block that was that time. And then he turns the corner. And finally they push him out of bounds. They're about the 26-yard line. And then you'll see the deep pass here. This is that pass you and I talked about. Over the middle. And there's Lee who caught it. Almost bobbled it, but did not. And gets down inside the 15-yard line. Great replay work and camera work by our staff here tonight. This is Tompkins on the touchdown run. This came at the 4:02 mark. You see him carry it in on the right side, show him the ball, and dashes right in there. Two-point conversion. And now here's a long run by Trenton Rosenwald. Excuse me, here's another big run. This is the touchdown run by Jennings. Doesn't score here, but finally knocked out of bounds by Hammer and Hank Miller, or he would have scored. And then here's the play that finished it off that he does score on. This was a 22-yard where he goes right, then darts back, misdirection to the left. Is able to outrun Tompkins there. And those are the two best athletes on this field. And you see the game now tied at 14-14. Great replays by our staff here. Great camera work. Again, we want to salute Christopher Reasons on the replay, Billy Boland on the main camera, sideline camera, Eli Gerard. They're all part of the STEM program there. And Trenton and boy, they need to be paid big bucks by Paul. That was great work there. And you see some great runs and great plays by both teams.
Let's take a quick look at some very unofficial first half stats for TCA. Lakai Tompkins, 2 runs, 82 yards, and 2 touchdowns, a 60-yarder and a 22-yarder. Hank Miller with a negative 3 yards on 3 carries in the night. Basham has been sacked once where he lost 9. And Gabriel Lee, as you saw in one of our halftime highlights, with the 11-yard run. Gabriel Lee also with that 13-yard reception for TCA. So for the Lions, really not a lot of offensive production on the night, but the production they got, they made it count as they put 14 points on the board.
Let's take another 2-minute break. We'll come back with more. You're watching tonight on Worthy Road Studios, West Tennessee Sports, and other platforms tonight. We hope you're enjoying it, whether you be a TCA fan or a Trenton Rosenwald fan. It's great to have you aboard tonight. God bless you, and stay back with us and come back with us during the break, and then for the second half coming up right after this. Stay with us.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em, Lions!
Well, welcome back to the Lions Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy at 10 Windy City Road in beautiful downtown Windy City, Tennessee. Alongside Dave McCulley, I'm Stan Gerard. We're just about set for second half action. And Diamond, the first half has been a dandy. We're tied at 14.
It really has, Stan. I mean, we've seen some really quality play by both lines, offensive and defensive lines. We've seen some great running backs really sort of take charge of the game at times. Both quarterbacks have done a really good job running the offense, and both defensive units, for the most part, have, I think, done a really good job tonight. It's been sort of even Steven. I think the score would indicate that. 14 all. Your stats would sort of indicate that as well. It's been sort of ball controlled at times, and you sort of get the feel like whatever team has this ball in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game, if it's tied or a one-score game, we're going to have a doozy.
Yeah, very few possessions, I should say, in a middle school game, only an 8-minute clock. Big hello to Lois and Franklin and Ralphie watching the game back in Oakfield, Tennessee. Kristen Gehring Lee, the G-Man's mama, watching this broadcast. The G-Man, the General Gabriel Lee.
Yeah, the boys and the General taking right up where his big sisters have left off. And they're still outstanding players at every level now. But some names we talked about, some of the names that Trenton Rosenwald being synonymous with success. How about some of the names here at TCA? I mean, you see it handed down to one group of youngsters to another, and I think the only steady thing has been the old announcers that's still out here.
Well, you remember we were at Halls, Tennessee for a basketball game, and during the girls' game, at one time, we had 5 members of one family on the court at the same time.
Yeah.
5 cousins, sisters and cousins on the court at the same time. Of course, we're talking about the Gehring and the Lee families. You know, one of the many great families out here at Trinity Christian Academy.
I haven't got to the great grandsons or granddaughters yet. Probably getting pretty close if I keep going for another year or two. But I'm calling games of grandkids now, though.
Well, I think this is, you look at the potential with this team here, and maybe you'll get a chance to check out some of the action on West Tennessee Sports tomorrow from the elementary school kids. They got some dynamite kids. A kid I call the Night Train, number 27, Joe Cole. And there's reason to have hope if you're a TCA Lion. I think we're very deep at the running back position here. Just about set for second half action. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, the second half, right after this, on the TCA Broadcast Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookums, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookums Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookums Steakhouse. Come taste the difference.
Well, Diamond Dave, you were privy to a little quick information there as we were in the middle of the break.
Yeah, we're going to have all the highlights at the end of the game. Be sure and stay tuned with us after the ball game. No matter which team wins here tonight, we'll have all the scoring replays and some of the highlights as well. But, I just saw that advertisement from Snookums. I haven't been to Snookums yet. I've got to get down
good.
there. Yeah.
Their food is really good.
Appreciate all of our sponsors and the folks that make it possible for us to be with you and for you to enjoy your sons or grandsons and even the cheerleaders, your granddaughters, see them on TV and see them on camera.
I'm going to probably butcher this name, but Emilio Barrientos.
Onside kick.
With the onside. Look at Lakai Tompkins.
Yeah.
40, 30. He's going to go all the way for TCA.
Make it 54 yards on the return, Stan. We'll double check that as we see the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. That backfired on Mickey and Trenton there that time. And I don't see any flags, so it's going to stand. Now watch this. Gets it right here.
About
Actually,
57.
a little longer than that. 57 yards, you're right.
And he is off to the races. Mickey Marley's wishing he had told his kid to kick it 1.5 miles.
And credit the TCA coaching staff having Tompkins in the right position to get that kickoff.
And had a good wall there. Now, only 10 seconds in to our third quarter play. TCA already now up 20-14. I thought it was going to be important to score on your first drive in the second half. We only get the offense on the field and we get a score.
Yep.
Well, TCA's coming to the line of scrimmage. They're going for two. Motion. He's going to go around right again. Tompkins is going to get to the edge, and he is going to get into the corner for the two-point conversion.
Broke the tackle.
Yep. With only 10 seconds gone in our third quarter play, it's TCA 22 and Rosenwald 14, a 30-second break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
It took 10 seconds into the third quarter for TCA to retake the lead. Latai Tompkins scores, gets the two-point conversion. Now he's kicking off. Knuckleball type kick. It's going to go deep, going to die about the 15-yard line. Peabody picks up. They go to the short side of the field and out of bounds. Great coverage. Tompkins on the hit for TCA. And it's going to be Trenton football, 1st and 10. They got more off of that than I thought. They're going to have the ball about maybe the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
Jennings with a 17-yard kickoff return. Watch him here. Just bows right over one guy. I mean, just goes right under him. It took two guys. It took Gabriel Lee and, Basham, and Tompkins to get him. Yeah. Little quarterback sticking his head in there, making a tackle on special teams.
Well, it's going to be Trenton, 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line as they begin their first drive of the second half, and we're only 20 seconds in to the second half. Stack eye. They're going to go tailback right up the gut. He's got some yards and very close, pushing the pile to a first down after the 13-yard pickup is Mr. Jennings.
It took 3 lines to bring him down.
Wow.
You could almost call Tompkins' name every time. Here's the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Just nothing but power football that time. Good seal block that time. And you see him just bowl his way through 2 or 3 people. And, again, it took 3 people to bring him down. He's a runner, boy.
Peabody very fortunate. A little backfield motion. They didn't get caught, but that's okay. Officials doing a great job. Only a 3-man crew here. That's why, unless they go over the top with something, Dave, I don't criticize officials at all. here at this level, because you got 3 officials doing the job of what you normally see 6 or 7 do, and quite frankly, these cats are doing a pretty good job.
Well, Stan, I've always said through the years, you could call holding every other play if you wanted to, and especially at the middle school level, they're going to try to be as fair and firm, but as fair as they can be, and they've let them play here today. I think, again, the officials have done a pretty good job.
Well, Tompkins is going to have to come out. He's got an equipment issue, and so it's going to be 1st and 10.
I'd imagine there'd be a sense of urgency to get that straightened out real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Well, they moved the running backs back a little bit, motion a little bit early, hand off to the fullback.
That's movement. I'll tell you what happened there. They're going to bring that back. It was Jennings walking. He took about 2 steps. You'll see it in the Mitchell's body shot replay. Watch this. You'll see him walk, take about 2 steps. Now watch. There's one, and the up back even did it too. So
we're in Canada.
Yeah,
so
both of them. Yeah, you do that in Canadian Football League.
And Diamond, that was backfield motion, and that's against the rules.
Yeah, that's against the rules. Luton actually took about a step, and then after he took a step or two, the tailback.
I'm trying to feed you some.
Yeah, I know.
Feed you a line here.
Here it is.
You froze me out.
I froze.
Oh,
I listen to K-Love all the time now. So.
And they're not playing backfield motion, are they?
You don't hear backfield motion too many times on K-Love.
Diamond, I don't know if you got a chance to look at my Facebook post from this afternoon. We'll talk about it a second after this replay. I formation, toss, sweep, tailback. He cuts it back, cuts left, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2.
Stiff arm.
He's across midfield. Nice tackle by TCA. Didn't see who did it right away, but got him around the ankles and limited that to about a 7-yard gain. That could have gone for big yards.
You'll see the Mitchell's body shot replay. You'll see Atwood. Atwood's the guy that got him around the ankles, held on.
Until the cavalry came.
Little guys are getting there holding him at the ankles before Tompkins get there.
Oh, these little guys, they're down there biting at him, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
little gnats.
Boy, they were bad in 37.
They really were terrible in 38, too.
The flood of 37 up in Indiana.
There's a young man that played basketball at Trenton Peabody named Kevin Milam, and his nickname was the Gnat. And I think still my son says people still call him that to this day.
2nd and 7. Fullback up the middle. He's going to get some nice yardage. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and down inside the 45, down to the 43. And that's a 1st down for Peabody.
Like Miller and Tompkins of TCA, they're a good tandem running the ball, and so is Luton and Jennings. They really are a good 1-2 punch for the Bears of Trenton Rosenwald. Watch him here. He just goes through 2 or 3 people, takes a person or 2 with him. 2 guys hanging on. Finally they get him down.
And it's not just the guys breaking tackles.
Grant Richards.
That offensive line's doing nice. The offensive line for both teams are doing a nice job.
I think they both have had excellent games tonight.
1st and 10, ball at the 43. Tailback's going to take it, fumbles the football.
Had the luck that fell right back around his knees, and he got on it.
That is, about the 3rd time tonight. Yep. He said Christmas came early.
Gabriel Lee picks it up and he hands it to the official, but he did recover it around his own knee level there. There it is. You'll see it.
Right in the breadbasket.
Almost got away from him and squirted out of there.
It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 for the Bears.
I think Mickey was jesting with me a little bit on the phone today when he told me, we've struggled. We're terrible. Yeah, we're not doing very good.
He is the middle school version of Lou Holtz.
I should have known better than buying that. Pretty good little football team.
Tailback right up the middle. Tackled by TCA early. He's going to pick up Diamond, maybe 2 on the play. Good job by TCA getting in there early.
Outstanding. We have young man getting up slowly there. Here's the Mitchell's body shot replay. Nice move there.
Gabriel Lee,
they hang on. Again, takes about 2 or 3 of them to bring him down. I'm telling you, Tompkins on the TCA side and Luton and Jennings on the Trenton Roosevelt side. I mean, those guys are pretty physical.
And it's been a physical ball game. You remember that violent hit.
Yeah.
It wasn't dirty that Lakai Tompkins took earlier. 3rd and 9.
2 down territory,
Tailback gets it. He goes left. Breaks 1 tackle. No, it was actually a shoestring job. Tackling basically at the line of scrimmage, Dave. Who made that tackle?
Lee does it. Watch Gabriel Lee here. Now watch on the the Mitchell's body shop, I should say, replay. See if we have it here. Watch him, the late Bob Mitchell, one of the great supporters of high school athletics through the years. Gabriel Lee's the guy that got there and just hit him just enough to impede his progress and slow him down to wait for other people to get there. I mean, he did a great job.
And it was Lee with the initial contact. Lakai Tompkins comes in to finishing off, and it's going to be 4th and 8. And, of course, with the ball at the 40-yard line, Rosenwald, the Bears going for it. Big key situation here with just over 3 minutes to go in our third quarter play. Quarterback rolls, fires, into the flats. Bam! Taken down by Lakai Tompkins. No gain on the play.
Yeah, read that beautifully. Just read it beautifully. Stayed right where he's supposed to be. Great position football. And watch him here. That didn't have a chance. They know one of those guys is going to get it. And Tompkins just has a beat on him. A couple other younger or littler guys. They're smaller guys, I should say. Smaller. And they got there, and Tompkins had him wrapped up.
That's fine linebacker play. Actually, Tompkins, beginning of the year, was playing as a defensive end. They were playing against West Bemis. I got there early, saw some looks at West Bemis ran, made a suggestion that they move Tompkins into more of the middle where he can roam to either side of the field. They did that, and it paid off, and you're seeing it still pay off dividends 2 weeks later. Lakai Tompkins, even a more dangerous football player on defense when he's in the middle of the field, can roam.
Let me get this straight. You're the announcer, and yet you're helping the coaching staff, too.
I gave him a little scouting report.
Okay, a little scouting report.
Look out, Tompkins, 50, 45, 40. He gone, 30, 20. Give him 6. No flags on the field. Lakai Tompkins for 59 yards and the touchdown. Wow.
Yeah, once he got by the plane, the line of scrimmage, he was gone. Turned it on, and you get the sense now that TCA's wearing him down a little bit. Look at Tompkins. Good seal block that time in case he needed it. He goes through one defender, another defender, broke 2 tackles downfield, and he was not to be stopped.
Lakai Tompkins rushing the football, 3 rushes, 141 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And our lovely cheerleaders approve of Lakai Tompkins and his effort tonight.
They do a great job. Shot of the crowd there.
Hey, and we got to there. Caught.
Miller.
Into the end zone. Atwood, 2-point conversion.
That's
Good.
Yeah, 2-point conversion. Nice play.
Well.
Nice throw, and he was wide open.
With 2:43 to go in our third quarter of play, it should be TCA 30 and Rosenwald 14. A 30-second break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
You know, Diamond Dave, Wes Harris on the varsity level brings us our first downs all night long. We haven't been able to call his name much. TCA hasn't made many first downs. They're too busy having Lakai Tompkins run for 60, for 22, and for 59 yards. No first downs, but thanks to Wes Harris and State Farm for being a great sponsor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've done a great job with those first downs and with
Here's
Mitchell's body shot replays.
Knuckleball kickoff. They go to the right. He breaks the 40. Bam! Taken out of bounds. And guess what? He's going to say, they're going to call a late hill on the play. And I may have to agree with this. We'll see this on the Mitchell's body shot replay.
You'll see it. It's the right call. He got him a couple yards out of bounds. It's the right call, no doubt about it.
Wasn't dirty, but.
No, just his momentum had him going full blast right at him. Just didn't have the ability to pull up. Nothing dirty, but you'll see it here. He is out of bounds by a yard or two.
I thought
pretty close.
Yeah, initial contact was right at the sideline, but we're not going to say too much about that because I thought it's been such a well officiated game up to this point, and hey, everyone's bound to miss one. That one really on the borderline, in my opinion.
It was borderline. Probably a good teaching tool though for the kids. I mean, you're trying to protect them, especially at this age, from getting hurt. You can't blame the officials.
No.
Always err
on the side of caution.
Yep.
Again, power formation to the left. You know who's going to get the ball straight up the gut down to about the 38-yard line and hang on Sloopy, who made that tackle.
We'll see it on the replay here.
I think it was the G-man.
I think it was Gabriel Lee. TCA has to be careful here. They can't relax defensively, despite the fact they lead by 16. And it's actually
Gabriel Lee and Basham.
Basham was on the lower end of it. Yeah, because if Trenton Rosenwald goes down and scores here, and we have 2 minutes in the third, this is still a ball game.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes on the clock left to play, but this one far from over because this Trenton ball club very explosive with the big man Jennings in the backfield.
This young man, this quarterback Elliott, he's a good little quarterback.
Does a good job running.
He's only a 7th grader.
Handoff straight up the middle, down to the 35-yard line. Only a pickup of about 2 on the play is Mr. Jennings.
He's run a few passes, but, you say, well, wait a minute. Doesn't take much to go back there and just hand it off to one of those big running backs, but he's done a really good job doing it, giving it to him in good position. Here's the replay by Mitchell's body shot, and good gang tackling. They're about 3 yards into the run.
That's going to make it, what is that, third down?
Third and about 5.
Yeah, long 5, short 6.
Short 6. Yep, you're right.
Ball at the 36-yard line, just shy of the 35. $1:09 to go in the third quarter. You can see TCA with a 30-14 lead. Jennings, bam! Taken down. No gain on the play. Great line push. And
big number 70, that's Connor Kay, one of the captains, the 8th grader. You'll see it here on the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Watch this stop. I mean, that's textbook, right at the numbers.
Diamond, he fought off the double team to make that play. Excellent play.
Put that helmet right in the middle of those numbers.
I mean, he's a big man. He took the double team, split it, and made a great hit. 30 seconds to go, as you can see. This might be the last play. 4th down, key 4th down. If Trenton wants to stay in this game, they've got to convert on this 4th down play, Dave.
Yeah, I totally agree. Big play for both teams, especially Trenton Rosenwald.
Toss sweep, they're going left, cuts it back upfield, and Dave, he is not going to make it.
Great effort, but a great effort defensively by the Lions.
He cut upfield. I thought he may be able to get a few more yards breaking to the outside.
Gang tackling at his best. Watch this. Just nowhere to go for him, although he does get good yardage and positive yards, but standing him up there that time is Hank Miller and others, and he just had nowhere to go.
That was a big, big defensive stand for the TCA Lions, and there's 7 seconds to go in our third quarter.
Decent field position, too, at the 35.
Got great field position.
Score here, you put the game away.
Yeah, you can.
Or even if you just keep the ball 4 or 5 minutes and get a few first downs.
Just grind out some West Harris State Farm first downs. You've got Soup Vales and Lakai down to the bottom of your screen. Haven't thrown the Vales yet. High snap, draw play. Hammer and Hank's going to get some yards. Look at that. All the way to the 45-yard line. Pickup of about 9 on the play.
I would say it was a slithering 9-yard run. He broke a couple of would-be tackles, but watch this. He just sort of uses his body, turns it like that, sideways, and then sort of keep those feet churning. That's the mark of a good running back. That's the end of the third, Stan.
Diamond, a big hello to one of your favorite players, the money player, Macy Lee, checking in. As we go into the fourth quarter play, it's TCA 30 and Trenton Rosenwald 14, a 1-minute break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, we are back for fourth quarter action here from Trinity Christian Academy. The Lions lead the Bears 30-14. And TCA is going to have the ball at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
Great job, our entire crew. Paul Schultz, the executive director. Director Summer Sturgis. Replay Christopher Reasons.
Here's Lee in motion. Gets it, cuts upfield.
Great
midfield. Cut. Moore, look at him run, breaks the tackle. 45, 40. Down to the cut, makes another cut, and down to the 38-yard line. The G-man, Gabriel Lee, with 26 yards in the play. Macy, you came in at the right time.
Big sis Macy said, I taught him all of that, Diamond Dave, and stand in the backyard. Great look at this. Look at this nice cut. Keeps his balance and just able to turn it back downfield. And the Bears get there to stop him right at the 40, but he plows his way inside the 38-yard line.
That is the G-man, the General Lee.
Getting back to our crew, Christopher Reasons on the replay, Billy Boland on the main camera. Sideline camera is Eli Gerard.
Billy Boland?
These guys have done a great job.
He doubles as the police chief in Evansville, Indiana, by the way, on the side.
Here's the handoff.
Miller up the middle, big yards! 20, and down to the 15 is the hammering one, Hank Miller with the 10, about a 20-yard gain.
Watch this Mitchell's body shot replay. Now watch what he does with his eyes here. Watch his head. Watch nothing but his head here. Watch this. He sees the hole. He hits the hole. Then look at him. He sees the defender, darts to his right. Great vision down the field running that football.
Well, as Chevy Chase once said, see the hole, be the hole.
Yep, no doubt.
No.
They're bringing it back, unfortunately.
Oh, laundry on the field.
Well, we've seen several big plays negated tonight.
Yep.
What'd they call, Stan?
That's got to be
holding, wouldn't it?
Or illegal use of the hands, one of the two. That's a spot foul. So if that was a 10-yarder, that he's going to get credit for about a 5-yard gain on that. Then take the 10-yard penalty, 1st and 10, back at the Rosenwald 44-yard line.
Yep.
Just inside the 44.
Be 1st and 15 now.
Atwood to the bottom of the screen along with Gabriel Lee. Like Ty Tompkins is the wingback. Fumble football. Fall on it and live to fight another day. Missed handoff with Hank Miller.
Yeah, Miller did a good job getting back on that thing. They didn't lose his poise. Just went right back down on the field. You'll see it here. Quarterback really never had it. Basham really never had control of it. Went off his fingertips. And then Miller right there to get it.
A little bit of a hot potato there.
I haven't met Hammer and Hank yet. I'm sure I will down the road. But you can tell he's got a lot of poise and savvy to him.
His dad works at Tennessee Tractor and Waterwell Solutions, two of our fine sponsors.
Yeah, we talked about Mitchell's Body Shop being an institution. How about Tennessee Tractor? They've been around for a while and very well respected. Yeah.
Well, it's 2nd and 19. Basham back to pass. Looking long, looking left. Got receiver open and just overthrown on Lakai Tompkins.
Really well thrown ball and a nice pattern run by Tompkins. The timing just a tad off. You'll see it here. Watch him here on the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Juggles that ball a little bit, both hands, savvy with him, and that's a tough catch over your shoulder like that, but he would be the first to tell you should have had it.
Slowed down just a tick once he looked over his shoulder, and that was the difference. But, hey, what an effort there by Tompkins, and what a throw by Basham.
Yeah.
He's been on the money all night long.
He really has. A lot of folks watching tonight on Worthy Roads, a lot of folks watching on West Tennessee Sports. We appreciate all you folks teamed in tonight or tuned in.
The coach, John Keith Butler, checking in.
How about John Keith?
Yeah. Tough game yesterday, though, for the Steelers.
Well, I'm sorry my Raiders had to do it to you. Here is
Lee.
Oh,
face mask.
Got him by the face mask.
Yeah, and they caught it.
They saw it, yeah. Didn't really mean to do it, but he did it.
Do you notice how he kind of, man, he did that perfect basketball flop to the ground, though, too.
Here it is. You see the Mitchell's body replay. Got him right there. Well defended, but stuck it in there and got the helmet.
Good job, but outside of the face mask, a good job by the Trenton defense. Face mask on the play. It's going to give TCA. It's going to be short of a West Harris first down, but great penetration by the right side of that Trenton defensive line.
Excellent job. Outstanding job by our sideline camera tonight. Eli Gerard in control.
And again, no relation.
Thank goodness for Eli. But they moved the ball inside the 30 down there.
It will be
great job tonight, Paul. You guys it's been fun to work with you. I mean, we work with you with Worthy Roads with the varsity level, but, man, these replays, you guys do a great job. It's like I'm working for CBS or someone tonight. Yeah, we got to do that. I need to make that work.
Well, we've got the ball at the 39-yard line.
It'd be far better than what I'm presenting up there right now. We'll talk about that.
3rd and 10 for the Lions. Now a very manageable play.
We'll make that work.
Tried with the draw play to Miller up the middle.
No.
And that one didn't work. Went to a different formation with Lakai Tompkins in as a blocking back, but that play did not do much.
No, just nothing there. You see Trenton Rosenwald's line, they just dominated that time. Both teams have had their success both ways, but just too many white clad and gold and the black. Used to do Trenton games years ago and used to always love it when they wear the
old historic Freed Field.
Yeah, historic Freed Field in Midtown Trenton. Grover Pote used to tell me all the time it wasn't Midtown Trenton, McCully, but to me it was. But
I've called a couple of games there.
Just a few blocks from there, but the yellow britches is what we used to call them when they wore those yellow.
I think the only thing left is the concession stand.
Is it really?
Yep. Lakai Tompkins, he's going to go right in. He's to the edge. Look out, 30, 25, 20. Is he going to go all the way? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Lakai Tompkins. And that is going to be a 43-yard run.
Excuse me, Stan. He has been a horse tonight. I mean, a total dominating player at times. 43 yards.
Yep.
At the 4:52 mark, and that's going to do it there. That'll break the game completely open, 36-14. So it's been a 14-14 game at halftime, 22 unanswered points by Trenton Rosenwald.
And Diamond Dave, 4 rushes, 184 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Lakai Tompkins. I bet I know who's going to be a big part of the post-game highlight reel.
Yeah, and we have all those scores. They've done a great job with it, but that was just outstanding.
It's throw, ball caught in the end zone for 2.
That's going to be Atwood. Or make it Campbell Vales.
That's Soup Vales for the 2-point conversion. And TCA now with the 36-14 lead. This one's just about over. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network. Back in 30. Welcome back to the Lions Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy. Alongside the living legend, Dave McCully, I'm Stan Gerard. Well, it was a 14-all game at the half. The TCA Middle School Lions have broken open in the second half to lead 38-14, and it's been the Lakai Tompkins show.
Yeah, it's been Tompkins, a touchdown run. Tompkins, a 59-yard run, 57 yards, 59. He had that 57-yard kickoff to begin the second half.
And then look at that knuckleball going to go all the way about to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he did not go back in there, so he's got to come back with it.
Yeah, going to be taken out of bounds to the 17. Diamond, the thing about that, I don't know if we can see it on a replay or not, that ball got down there and it died, so they had to pick it up.
Had to pick it up right at the 1-yard line. Yeah, we mentioned
big
Tompkins,
play.
57-yard kickoff return. Here's that Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Watch this.
Yeah, he had to. That was going to stop.
Yeah, it was.
He tries to get left or tries to get right, use the sideline, but TCA, great coverage there. Tompkins, among others, drives him out of bounds.
I think Tompkins, Jennings, and
Gabriel Lee, all three, Tompkins, Jennings for
Luton,
Peabody.
they've all met each other quite a bit tonight.
And it's been a dandy of a hitting contest tonight. Here's Trenton, 1st and 10. We're going to look at the camera off, or the video monitor off of this. Hand off to the tailback, right up the gut. Look out. Big yards and more.
It's got to be
50, one man to beat. Tompkins brings him down at about the 33-yard line. Pickup of 10, 20, 30, 47 yards approximately on that play. If Lakai Tompkins doesn't chase him down, it's 6.
Well, stand by point here is, I don't mean to be cliche-ish, but here's the thing. It's Tompkins and Luton. And it's just a matter of who's got a little bit more gas than think. They both have got to be worn out. They played so hard tonight.
Both players going both ways. That's actually Jennings.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Jennings on the play, but it's going to be 1st and 10. Trenton with the ball at the 35-yard line, far side hash with 4.5 minutes. The cheerleaders approve.
Got to hit the books when they get home tonight.
Yep. Toss sweep left.
Got some reserves in there.
Yeah, new running back in there. TCA strings it out. They still make some positive yards.
Campbell.
But a good job by the TCA defense kind of stringing that play out as Trenton tried to get to the edge, pick up a 4.
I like what Mickey's doing here, though. He's still got his quarterback in there, but he's got some fresh kids in there, giving him some chance to get some snaps. Nothing like game time snaps. You can do it in practice a lot against each other, but when you get in there and you play, mamas and daddies like it, grandmas and granddaddies like it.
Well, for Trenton, you're seeing a lot of kids now that they're going to be the heart and soul of that team in about 4 years.
Right, no doubt. And we talked about the pipeline that Mickey's developed there from that level up to the varsity level to Coach Jacobs.
And here is Peabody, 2nd and 6. Tail handoff, fullback up the middle. Luton, as you said, inside the 25. Gang tackled. He's going to get forward progress, Dave, to just about the 23-yard line.
That's Luton. No fresh legs there, but Luton, yeah, good job there by the line standing him up. Here's the Mitchell's Body Shop replay, and you'll see him hit the hole, wrap the ball up, and just powers his way. And finally, Tompkins and others, after about 4 lines, bring him down.
Well, he's not from Norway, but I've got the big desire to call him Luton.
Yeah, he's really a good player. I like him a lot. We're approaching the 3-minute mark of this 38-14 game, tied at 14 at halftime. It's been all Trenton Rosenwald from the time they returned the kickoff return to the second half.
Here's a handoff, tailback left side, 20. Nice gang tack, reverses field. Jennings didn't get much of that, down to about the 21, pickup of 2, running into the short side.
Well, we brought it up several times tonight, but watch what he does with the football on the Mitchell's Body Shop replay. Look, he hits it on the left arm, where if he gets hit, he's not going to bobble that ball.
Teaching point, we can't freeze it, but where was his hand? Over the point of the football. Very hard to knock out when you're not carrying it like a loaf of bread.
My first chance to see either one of these teams this year, and I'm really impressed how well coached they both are.
Very, very well coached both teams are. Obviously, you know what you're going to get with Mickey Marlowe, and these TCA coaches doing a great job. Handoff up the middle, Jennings. He's met by a host of others. He breaks the tackles inside the 10, down to the 9. First down, Bears.
Hank Miller getting up there. He's going, wait a minute.
He was just along for the ride on that play.
This guy's big. Now watch what he does here. Just hits the hole. And he does what you teach every young running back to do until they're in high school, college, and then the pros. Keep the legs churning.
He just
keep them moving.
Love Hank to death, but he was just hitching a ride on that one.
He was. He's a hard-nosed little player.
1st and 10.
Good linebacker.
Fullback up the middle, goes nowhere. Diamond may have lost the yard.
2 minutes when we snap it the next time. And the Lions are going to win this thing, but it hasn't been easy for them.
Nope.
See him in the eye there. Up, back.
And as you saw, a great no call by the officials, keeping those hankies deep in the pocket on the motion.
Connor Kay for Trinity was the first guy there that got hands wrapped around him and then got some help from others.
Well, it's a 24-point lead. My Gazentas are working right for TCA with a buck and a half to go in this contest. They're going to get the ball to the tailback. He's going to go left side. Great gang tackling by TCA. Wrapping up the 9. And, Dave, I like this Jennings as a tailback. That young man's tired.
Sam Davis, the guy that makes the stop. You'll see number 42 here with help from others. And you'll see him here. Here comes Davis on your screen and others there to help. But
what was that 50 song he had back in the day? That Hold On, I'm Coming?
Yeah, I think so. Don't sing any bars of that. We're down to
I'm not.
1 minute. 1 minute left of the game, and traveling mercies to Trenton and their fans and the Bears as they return home.
They're going to go straight up Windy City Road to get back.
Got to go home and hit the books before they go to bed.
Quarterback's going to roll, pressure, throws, incomplete.
Good coverage there. Intended that time. Apparently that pass was intended to, was that Adams out there? It was.
Yeah, Philip Elliott, the 7th grader now at quarterback. His younger Hag Elliott, the 8th grader, calling the game earlier. Now Philip in there as the quarterback for the Bears.
So it's going to stop the clock with 45 seconds left here in this contest.
One, maybe 2 plays left in this contest.
Yep.
TCA defense would really like to keep him out of the end zone here.
Yeah, they would. And they have a chance to do that.
Ball's at about the 9. Oh, almost a missed handoff. TCA on it good. Look at James drag players down the field.
There's no quit to him, is it? There's no quit to that young man.
Strong play. Very impressed by this young man from Rosenwald and the Bears.
Here's the Mitchell's body shot replay, and you'll see he bobbled out a little bit, and then just no quit at him. He churns for everything he can get, and finally never goes down. But you'll see now the victory formation by the Lions.
I think it was Gabriel Lee. He was jumped on like he was My Little Pony on that play.
Yeah, sure did.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for TCA. One knee, and this one will just about be over.
Drake Butler was in the game. Saw him come out. He was in there defensively. Good for him.
Hey, Drakey had a bad arm earlier in the season. Glad to see him back and playing some ball.
He was out there on the defensive side of it.
I'll see his younger brother, Huggy, tomorrow right here running the show.
The tradition continues with the Butlers taking their athleticism and good looks from their mom.
Handoff. Around the right side is going to be Miller. Cuts it up. He's got some yards. Cuts up. Bam! He breaks a tackle. 40, 50, one man to beat, and he is going to go all the way. Diamond Dave, 97 yards and a touchdown for Hammerin' Hank Miller.
Well, forget the victory formation.
Yowzer!
What do I know? Watch this. Watch.
Kind of reminds you of the ponies on the loose.
Yeah, it is. It's some good interference down the field.
Look at Atwood waiting for a block.
Yeah, that's a nice move there by Atwood.
Bam, look at that run.
And watch this. You'll see just enough interference with his teammates. Look at the hustle by Gabriel Lee. Did enough to get in between him and the would-be tackler. And they don't get him till he gets to the end zone.
And it was a big defensive lineman hustled all the way for Trenton, all the way to the end, number 68.
Hunter Gordon.
Give that kid an A for effort there.
Hunter
That's
Gordon,
great hustle.
Yeah. Well, that's a way to close it out, isn't it, Stan?
97 yards, I believe.
Don't you feel the game
touchdown.
is going to be much closer than the final score is going to indicate?
I mean, big play after big play after big play for TCA tonight.
Well, how about Hammerin' Hank? That time he wasn't hammering. He was fleet-footed.
Yeah. Here's TCA with a little motion, jet sweep.
That's Lee.
Cuts it up and give him 2.
46-14.
With 13 seconds left, we're going to take a quick 30. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, Diamond, the last time these two teams played, Mickey Marley brought his bunch in here, and they gave us the thumping from Upper Uncton. And tonight, TCA returns the favor. They lead 46-14.
Yeah, good ball game, and credit TCA with the dominating second half, but you sort of feel like the game was closer for at least
this is not a bad
2.5 quarters. Yeah, they played hard. And again, I go back, and you brought it up. That's tremendous hustle by Hunter Gordon, the defensive lineman. And he almost caught him and then hit him when he got to the goal line. But, you know, the bottom line is that's got to please a coach.
Never give up because you never know when you might actually make that shoestring play.
Or a guy drops the ball or celebrates too early or something
Leon
of that nature.
Yeah. Here's Tompkins to kick off. Knuckleball type kick.
It's a nice kick.
Fielded at the 15-yard line. Straight up the gut. Nice open field tackle there by TCA at the 38-yard line.
Gabriel Lee has had a great game both ways.
Yeah.
Special teams, offense, defense, he's played great. He's got a head of steam to him here.
Yep.
Look at him. He'll dart his way and doing a good job just running north and south and then tried to run through a couple of guys, and Lee just said, nope, not tonight, bud. We got you.
Great job tackling around the waist to bring him on. Didn't try and match him up high where Lee has no chance. Got him around the waist, and he was a human anchor and took him down.
Be interesting to see which one of the Lee sisters would say they take credit for his ability.
Well, This will be the last play of the ball game. And Trenton just takes a knee. Your happy final. The Lions of TCA 46, the Bears of Rosenwald 14. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have highlights of this game. Stay tuned for the post-game show right here on the TCA Broadcast Network. Don't you go anywhere.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
TCA wins the ball game tonight by a score of 46-14. With the highlights of tonight's action, here's Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Stan. And again, I want to just give homage to all the great crew here tonight. They're coming up here in just a minute with those replays. And again, the executive producer is one Paul Schultze. Director is Summer Sturgis. Replay by Christopher Reasons. Main camera by Billy Bolden. Satellite camera by Eli Gerard. And we're about to go with those replays here in just a matter of moments. Congratulations. Here we go. This is the touchdown run by Jennings. You'll see him plowing there. This came at the 1:23 mark of the first. Powered his way into the end zone to give them a 6-0 lead. And then TCA comes right back. You'll see Tompkins here with a dazzling run. See him hit midfield, and he tiptoes his way down the sideline. And Rosenwald had a shot at him, but the Bears couldn't get him, and Tompkins goes in. That came at the 1:08 mark. Tie the game. Miller would go for two and make it. And then here is the run by Gabriel Lee. He'll wind up going out of bounds here, but a really nice run by Lee. Then our next replay will be the deep pass. You'll see the pass here. Wouldn't say that deep, but it's a nice throw right over the middle. You see Gabriel Lee catch it, hang on. Almost bobbled it, but did a great job keeping his poise. And then you'll see the run by Tompkins as he'll turn the right corner. And this came at the 4:02 mark of the second stanza and gave TCA their lead of the night. As he goes in, makes it 14-8. And then this is the long run by Trenton Rosenwald. You'll see Jennings take off. And he'll not score here, but finally knocked out of bounds by Hammer and Hank Millard. But then they come right back And they pitch it here to Jennings again. Breaks a couple, 2 or 3 tackles. And you'll see him go in. That's at the 44-second mark of the second stanza. And they'll go for 2 to tie the game. Now, this is the second half kickoff return by Tompkins. He'll take it about 58, 59 yards, maybe 57. Cheat a little bit on it there. And you'll see him go right on in and score. And this was the lead that TCA would never relinquish. They'd go for 2 and make it 22-14. And then this is the Tompkins run here. And you'll see him just turn on the afterjets here. His second score of the second half, breaks a couple of tackles and would not be denied, and moves in and broke the game open a little bit, made it 28-14. 59-yard run. That coming at the 2:43 mark of the third. And this is Gabriel Lee. This is a nice little sidestepping move here that he makes. And he'll get down inside the 40. They'll finally get him at about the 38-yard line. Lee had a really big ball game here tonight. And then this is Hank Miller, who sort of broke the whole thing open a little bit as he moves inside the 20 down to the 15. And you get the feel that TCA's taking command of the game, and here's the pass out for the 2-point conversion later. We missed the touchdown earlier, but this is catching it, Vales. And you see the long run here by the big guy Jennings. He had a remarkable game, and only Tompkins will save the day, Stan, as he finally gets him inside the 35-yard line. But TCA at that point in time had pretty well the game in command. And here's the run by Miller. And Miller will just take it, break a couple of tackles, keep churning, keep going, keep going. And this was a thing of beauty here. What'd you say, 97 yards on this?
Don't have any official records, but I'd be willing to bet that is the all-time middle school record for TCA.
I bet it is, too. And you see the great effort there by Trenton Rosenwald's Gordon, but not enough. And Miller goes in. They go for the 2-point conversion. And here it is. And this is the final score of the game, making it 46-14. This is Gabriel Lee. Turned it back inside against the grain, goes in and scores. And that's your final. TCA wins it 46-14. Stan, it's been great to work with you. Again, before I get out of here, I want to just say thanks to you. Thanks to executive producer Paul Schulte for the invite. Director Summer Sturgis. Replayed tonight by Christopher Reasons. Great camera work. Main camera by Billy Boland. And sideline camera by Eli Gerard. I appreciate you and Paul having me in. We'll be back. I'll be back with you Friday when you'll be back on your network tomorrow and Thursday. But I'll be back with a guy back behind me here, Jay Cashin. We'll be down at Tipton Rosemark. I know Jay's excited about getting to Rosemark. Okay, when we get there. It's just a tough way to get there, isn't it, Jay? Yeah, just sort of get turned around. There's a lineup of all the people that made it possible tonight, Stan. You close it out.
Well, tomorrow night on West Tennessee Sports, we'll have elementary school football, a doubleheader for you. Alamo comes a call, and TCA tries to keep their undefeated streak alive. And then these TCA middle school Lions are back at you on Thursday as they take on Three Oaks from up in the northern part of the state. I've enjoyed it. I appreciate the folks at Worthy Road Studios for making this a great, fun broadcast to do. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Diamond Dave, for sitting in with me tonight. Until I talk to you tomorrow night, Diamond, I'll see you Friday. I'll talk to the rest of you fine folks tomorrow night over in West Tennessee Sports. The happy final, TCA 46 and Rosenwald 14. For Diamond Dave McCulley and for all the great crew at Worthy Road Studios, my name's Stan Gerard. Ed, you stay in the buggy, my friend. Good night, and more importantly, God bless.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.